Hey, hey! How's it going? Oh, music's too loud, sorry. There we go. Sorry, I was looking for my glove. Alright. So, how's everyone doing? It's all good, thank you. Ding your spot black. Oh, thank you. It's one thing that I was really known for a while. Super spot blacks. You know, still keeping it graphic, I guess. You know what I mean? It's kind of just what we do. All right, I think we're gonna keep that over here while we zoom in. I think we're gonna finish. Let's do the girl. Let's get these inks done while I eat my Pop-Tarts. How are you guys doing today? I mean, the thing is I used to do spot blacks, and then I got away from them, and then I came back to them because, to be honest, that's the way my brain works. You tired? Oh yeah, I think of them all the time when I'm not tired. You know what I mean? I mean, when I'm not inking, I think of them when I'm penciling. Spot blacks are important to me. Super important. How you doing, Miss Ebony? I'm sorry you're tired. Now to do first. Appropriate. Okay. Like I said, I tend to constantly be thinking about my spot blacks. It's such a such a key element for me. That is not what I wanted. It's like it's such a key element for me that I need to always have my spot blacks there. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna select, modify, and contract by 5. Nope, I guess 10 was the right number. Modify, contract by 5 again, 10. Do that. Should get a nap. DJ started at 7. Trying to make you work for it, huh? Like, no. Sleep. There will be none of that. Come to... All right. When does your DJ friend normally stream? Oopsies. Being all difficult, man. Select, modify, contract by 10. Delete, lasso. Horrible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see. We're gonna have to add some white. It's like we're gonna have to add some white to one of these. I turned in my laptop to Microsoft. Cap stepped on something wrong. Oh no. Oh, well, at least it's under warranty. That's good. Get some back sometime next week. That's cool. I mean, that's not that too long of a wait, is it? People are messaging me. No, we're not. All right, cool. And you have a couple of, you have a couple of things that you can work with, so at least you're not stranded and have nothing to, nothing to work with. All right, so first we can do that. This. This one, erase that, and that. Okay, and we should be good, but we'll put one more under here. Alright, so that should be nice and under everything. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in white just to go ahead and get everything nice and done. But we need to leave that up there. Okay, we're good so far. Currently doodling animations on an iPad. Well, see, you're always productive. I'm like, I had no doubts. All right, and then that we can erase. All right, so now technically, this white. All right, okay, so now technically we should be able to get all this together like so. Pull this back up to 100%. Another friend who found it hard to believe. All right, there we go. Put another layer here. I'm gonna make it white again. All right, just to get underneath everything. So make sure we get to all those edges, and then we're gonna flip it around. All right, make sure that's that way. That's that way, and boom, now we have those. Bam, bam. All right. It was like, all right, now we've got that. And then this gets filled in. Well, Skip, people change. It was like, I can't believe you weren't that way. It's like, people change. That's what you should tell them. That's right. That's right. Absolutely right. How's your schooling coming? How's school going? How are the students? I'm coming up on finals, so we got about 2 weeks left in the semester. And it's funny because now my students are freaking out. They're like, "Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so hard." It's like I have been working on it, I promise. It's like, sure. Yep, and then I got summer break, so it's gonna be awesome. Yep, summer. Yeah. It's like, yup. Although I might be teaching a summer class, which I'm perfectly okay with, especially since they asked me and I was like, sure. But they're like, we don't actually know if it's gonna run. And those are the ones that I hate, right? Where they're like, we don't actually know if it's gonna run, but we're gonna have it up, and you need to be ready just in case. It's like, but see, if you just made it run, no matter how many people were in it, that would make things so much easier, right? I'd be able to plan my life instead of having to like hope. Like, I don't know what's happening. But alas. How about you? How are your students coming along? Or are you done? Can't remember how SCAD's thing is anymore. Like, I don't know what their time frames and stuff are anymore. Mongolo, what's up? What? What? Whoa, what? Reopening my contract, I ended up leaving BBU. Didn't like how that didn't come up. What do you mean how it didn't come up? Like, did they not ask about your previous employer? I mean, it sounds like that would be their fault. If they had known, they wouldn't. After week 1 of the quarter. What? Oh my goodness. What the hell is happening right now? Good gravy. Teaching for the time being as a result. Dude. What? See, and I was about to ask you if you wanted me to look, because, you know, oh my goodness. The chair of animation there's a chair of the technical, and they're in charge of like photography, animation, graphic design, illustration, and stuff like that. And the chair of animation's pretty tight with me, right? And I don't know if they have an opening, but I could look. And I'm telling you, the people here at Montgomery College, they're pretty sweet, man. The job's pretty tight, and if I vouch for you, they'll, you know what I mean? It is. I don't even know what's going on with SCAD. That's just bananas, man. Really?
The Ninja Empire is free, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
What's up, Undead? Thank you so very much for that subscription. It means a lot that you would come in and subscribe for me, man. That is awesome. Thanks for that resub. 2 months running. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so very much, man. So much. Thank you. You kind of came in on a downside. One of our mainstay ninjas here has come up with some stupid in the real world. Dude, that's Skip, man. That's super stupid. I don't even know where to go with that. That's so dumb. That's cool. The students are normally the less stupid of the people, right? You would think, because they're always like, they're children, what do they know, blah blah blah. But they're the ones who have a heart, you know? You're like, what the hell? That makes no sense. Freaking booties, man. But yeah, I know you said you were done with teaching for a while. Like, I get that, man. Frustration and stuff. Like, I get that 100%. But if you want, I gotta go. I'm going into the office tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going into the office tomorrow. I would be more than happy to recommend you. I'm like, what's up, me kid Soko? I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you kid. Is that cool? Kid, because I am, you know, absolutely horrible with names. So I know it's like me, Kid So Kyo, watching from Italy. What's up, Italy in the house? Can we get some hype from Italy? Oh man, that is awesome. Welcome to the stream. It means a lot that you would you know, kind of jump in. We're doing comic book pages right now. I am trying to ink up and color this page. This is page 37 of the graphic novel. What?
And unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much for that. And Xena, you are once again one of the ninjas. Thank you so very much for subscribing to us and showing your support for the Ninja Empire and what I'm trying to do here by trying to get the ninjas back into the forefront. It means a lot. Thank you so very much. Very, very, very much. Can we get some hype in the chat for Enzina, and the fact that we got kids up in here from all the way from, that doesn't sound right. What in the world should I call you, Mia? Me? Kidso? Man, we gotta be able to call you something, man. Don't want to screw that up. Uh-oh, Hype Train is about to close. Kid is okay? Alright, kid. Socio? How about that? Does that work? Socio? Can we do that? Or Mickey? Like Mickey? Is that good? Mickey? Because I can do Mickey. I can do kid too. Oh, Thunder Key's the one up here gifting subs and stuff. All right, thank you for that gifted sub. Look at you. Oh, Mikey. Got it. Mikey. I got it. Mikey like Angelo. Got it. Okay. I can call you Mikey. Thank you so very much for jumping in to the stream with us. That's amazing. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to throw some hype up in here as my character is stuck. Hype. Thank you for that jump. We needed it because we are stuck, Ola. Something you might be interested in. What is this? Animation department trainer out in Canada. Nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, man, I'm dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you've got COVID, but I'm happy that you're coming off of it. They burn bridge. Sounds like they're punishing you for due diligence to perform. You get off without them. Watching from Italy. Them. After us, I'm not trying to want to finish. Jesus says better soon. I'm the Italian that bought one of your oh my goodness, the Marvel. Oh my goodness, wait, it's in my phone. Hold on. Know who you are. I should know who you are. Crap. Because DCD Collects was telling me, they're like, yo, this thing. I'm like, oh. Who we got? Wait, here we go. Marvel Guy. Marvel Guy 239, yes? Like Marvel Guy 239. That should be you. All the way from Italy. I am so glad that you like that Versus box set that we were doing. That was something. It was a lot of work. And I'm working on I will be working on a new project with them called Team Ups. So awesome. Thank you so very much for like getting a box and then coming back. Thank you. When I get a new every time I get a new sub I get stuck. Horrible. Death not gonna win. Undead, I'm really glad that you're feeling better, because no, I'm another one. Dang it! Well, DCD Collects did tell me that someone from Italy got the box, and thank you so very much, because that means that my art is getting all the way out to Italy, and that's freaking amazing. Thank you so very much it means so much to me that people are actually starting to like it. So thank you very much, and thank you for going to the stream. That's amazing. We're, you know, normally I'm up here drawing just character designs, but you know, we've got to actually try and get a product together. So now I'm up here working, you know, working man. And after I just came back from Planet Comic-Con, and you will never believe, man. So did you know that you can send messages through Square? Like, I had no idea that you could send messages through Square. Like, someone bought something for me that I had pitched the story to, and they wrote me today, and they're like, you know, the pitch you did was so amazing. Thank you. You know, the passion that you had for the story and everything really makes me excited for what's going on. And, you know, I look forward to, you know, the story that's coming out. And I was like, wow, man, that's really nice. That's nice. All right. Top notch. We'll check that out. Get stuck. Oops, sorry for breaking the Goro. It's all good. I actually just got back from my first week of animal drawing. Oh, nice. Nice. How did that go? So Italian ninjas win? I know. Gotta get everyone represented. Oh, I was just about to say, man, I'm still in the fight. No, not anymore. Just got my butt kicked. Oh, an undead for the kill from behind. Oh wait, you guys don't even see it yet. I'm ahead of you. It's... Oh man. Anyway, it's horses and just lecture, but it was fun so far. I hope horses like dachshund. Okay. The hit news rushing app that no one is using. It was weird. Kid you not, it was weird. You know, it was weird getting that, because it was like, hey, you got a message, and I'm like, oh crap, you know, Square sending me some messages. That must mean that that a payment didn't go through, or, you know, something happened, and it was like, crap. And then it was this very heartfelt message from someone who bought something from me, and how, you know, the enthusiasm that I had for the story and being there and whatnot really made them excited for the story to come out. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. So I was very happy when I got that, and that was right before the stream too. So it makes me really, you know, stuff like that makes me really energized to actually keep going, because I know there's a lot of people out there who, you know, they're doing the work. They're doing the work because they want to do the work, right? But they're not. I don't think that they're passionate about it. It's kind of like, oh, well, this story's happening, or, you know, I'm working on something, and like I saw some people who were putting in some like great work. Right, and when you asked them about it, it was like, you know, it's a story, it's a thing that's happened, you know, and you're like, oh, all right, well, I'm sorry. You know, it seems like it was a burden to actually talk about the product they were working on. So, then I'll let you win. It's normally rigged. They're trying to make it so that it's less suspicious. Are you in the first? Mikey, all the way from freaking Italy. What time is it over there? What time? Mikey, are you still in the chat? What time is it in... I should lower this. Y'all don't really care about my half right there. It's like, what time is it over there in Italy? $3 a.m. Oh my good. What in the world are you doing up? 3 a.m. Jeez. It's like, my goodness. I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much for turning into the stream, because freaking A, 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely dead asleep at 3 a.m. Mostly because I'm starting to wake up very shortly thereafter. 3 a.m. Woo! Europeans are crazy. But I am European. That's the thing. Well, I mean, I guess that only proves your point. You've been here too long. You've been here too long. You've been domesticated to America. You don't count. Oh, did I tell you guys that someone bought my first page? The first page of Ninja Empire has already sold, and we haven't even put a book out yet, and the first page is already gone. Belgium, Spain, Italy, yellow. I regularly sleep at 4 a.m. and wake up at 9. Eh, you did? Okay. But tell us again. No, I mean, that's just... I'm still floored by the fact that someone went ahead and was just that enthralled by what I was doing to go, I'm going to buy this page, even though, you know, there's nothing except for these pages to be like, hopefully the story is gonna not suck. And it's, you know, once again, it's stuff like that that makes me go, man, I better get my butt in gear, because I want this out, you know. And the way things are going, you know, we're definitely going to have some pages done soon. I mean, we have what? I said that? How come people aren't supporting? Well, the last one is definitely a I can't believe people like my stuff. They are. I always said they're supporting. So much support. I'm like, support. 9 peeps watching on Quiet Wednesday. There are 9 peeps watching. I didn't say what? How come people aren't supporting? I don't say that. I do say I can't believe people don't. I can't believe people like my stuff. I do, because there's so much great. There's your stuff out in the internet. There's your stuff out in the internet. That's all I gotta say. I gotta work like 5 million times harder to compete with your awesomeness. Own your awesomeness. I don't know what you're talking about. The awesomeness that I have is literally just relentlessness. relent. I don't know if that's a word. I'm like a I'm like a dog in a bone. When I'm like, I really want to do this, and that's the end of it. I'm gonna do it, right? Once I've decided, once it's like, nope, this is gonna happen, well, and it's something, you know, like I want to be a millionaire. Well, that could happen. Might be a while, but if it's something that's actual doable, like I'm gonna do this comic. Well, dang it, I'm gonna do the comic. I want to do this. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So there's that, but there's so much self-doubt in my world. Like in my world, if you guys only knew. Oh wow. How much you can take? Yep. Let's see. My point is that we like you. Yep, own it. I don't even waste my time with failure when it happens. I won't even notice because I'm too busy looking good. All right. Failure. But see, failure is something you just need to embrace like a warm, fuzzy blanket. Because if you ain't failing, you're not trying. I mean, don't get me wrong, nobody really wants to fail. But if you're learning from it, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to pull something from it, some information from it, you're not failing, you're learning. And I like to believe that. Right? I like to believe that the stuff that I'm doing, like I have a sketchbook upstairs where I'm drawing people, and look, you know, some of it's not good because I'm drawing different faces and stuff, trying to make sure that the ethnicities and stuff come through, and well, they don't always come through, but I learned something new. I'm like, oh, it didn't look right because I didn't draw this eye right, or I didn't do this right, or I didn't do that right. So failure, bah, I'm just gonna keep learning. Just like I'm about to try to make this long stroke. I don't know why I keep putting these things in here though. Like, hey, you know what would be fun? A long curvy line. Because nothing says inking easy like inking curvy lines. Long ones. Mandala, have you seen the prices for the plane tickets to freaking California? I was looking today because I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should start looking, see how much it is, because they still haven't told me whether or not they're going to be charging me. But I went ahead and started looking at tickets, right? Because I was like, it's probably a good thing to do, start looking at some plane tickets and see how much stuff costs. Cool. I was looking at some. The first one that popped up was $1,000 for like economy seats. I kid you not, I was like $1,000. $1,000 to sit and coach? $1,000 to sit and coach? No, sir. Oh no, I made everyone quiet with the talks of flights. I'm sorry. Quiet Wednesday strikes again. I know, all of a sudden it just died. It's like, whoosh, death. Alright, my bad. I'm sorry. You gonna get colors tonight? What time are we at? 9:20? Promo says something about colors. Oh, I'm gonna get to colors tonight. Like, we'll get to colors. How much colors we get? Because I mean, I only gotta ink this bow in his face, well, in that hand. But we're gonna skip the little curly thing right now and go to this. But no, yeah, we'll definitely get to colors today. Really wish I had my laptop though, so that when I went to school I could work on it. Because what's funny is, like, the school goes, hey, we have the license for the updated, you know, Photoshop and all that kind of stuff. What we don't have is a computer that's strong enough to run the newest Photoshop. Which really made things complicated when I was trying to do stuff. And then it was like, oh, hey, you need to upgrade your computer. And I'm like, cool, upgrade it. And then it was like, yeah, you can't do that. I still got to talk to IT and see if that's even possible. But you know how they are. They don't allow you to do anything. You know, you can't. I'm too dumb to know how to upgrade my own computer. You know, especially now since everything is so freaking automated. It's not like I have to do anything. I mean, when the update comes in, it's just like, hey, you need to update. Push this button and then go away and let the computer do its thing. You're like, all right, cool, bye. But apparently I'm too stupid to do that. So then I need some 19-year-old kid to tell me, hey, all you have to do is push this button. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. or for when I call in a problem, they tell me, hey, have you tried turning it on and off again? It's like, I never use school tech. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those times where it's just like, well, I ain't got nothing to do, might as well use it. But I'm really bummed, although I have my conversation with Wacom tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I can somehow snag, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if they have any in the warehouse, but if I could snag me a Companion 2, dude. West is too expensive. West is hellaciously expensive. But, you know, if you're trying to get into the industry, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to get into animation, it's probably the way to do it. Have you talked to Danny? You know Danny, right? All my students start running together. You know Danny Araya, right? Okay, so have you talked to Danny? I mean, he's in, where the hell is he? Texas? Is he in Texas? No. Enrique's in Texas. Okay, so Enrique's in Texas. Yeah, I was about to say, isn't he in Texas? He is in Texas. Do you want me to reach out to him? I mean, we don't talk very often. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? We don't talk very often, but if I come out and be like, hey, you know, I'm wondering if you know, do you guys have any openings and whatnot? Because I might have a candidate for you as an animator, right? That whole teacher thing kicks in and people are like, oh, hey, I'll talk to you. It's not weird. That's what makes it awesome. one of the teacher privileges, right? You get to reach out to former students, be like, hey, how's it going? Just saying, trying to keep our opportunities open. Also, Enrique, right? He works for Nintendo. So, you know, like I said, there's also Enrique. If you're like, you know what, I'd like to work for Nintendo. I'm just saying. Nothing much. How are you? I'm good. I'm actually really good today. I mean, it's been kind of bittersweet. My good friend just told us some crappy news about a crappy ass school. Well, it's not really a crappy school, but there's some crappy people at that school. So, kind of bummed about that. But, you know, it's going pretty good because Mikey's in the freaking chat all the way from Italy at 3 in the morning, hanging out with us. So that's freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So things have been going pretty good. And now, Aaron, you're in the chat too? I mean, because normally Wednesdays is pretty quiet. Right? It was like Wednesday is pretty freaking quiet today. Wednesdays is normally pretty quiet. Hence why we've dubbed it Quiet Wednesday. But as of late, it's been kind of, you know, Wednesday seems to be good, and then Monday becomes weird. You know, it's weird. Like when Wednesday is a chatful day, that means that either Sunday or Monday is going to be poops. You know, 100% boy adopted here in Milano. Oh, nice. 100% Italian. I visited Italy a couple times with my parents, but I was young, so if you were to ask me where we went, I would say Italy. Where in Italy? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that I could find out, though, right? Ask my parents where we went in Italy. My mom would know. She's got a pretty good recollection about that kind of stuff. But we went to Italy. We did a lot of hiking in Italy. So I'm sure, as you can understand, as a kid, I wasn't very fond of where we went. Because all we were doing is hiking in the mountains. And I was a kid, for crying out loud. I can tell you that I did not enjoy those walks. We gotta celebrate all the subs tonight. Yep. It's like it's been a good day. It's just I hate when bad news comes to good people. And that's just super stupid. I'm still mad about that. I mean, and you know, it didn't happen to me, but jeez, man. Like, what the hell? You know what? It's like, oh, we didn't know that would have come up. Blah blah. Come on, man. That's their fault. That they wanted some information that they didn't ask about. Whatever. And then how the heck did it magically pop up? You know what I mean? Like, who the heck knew? Like, whatever. Jerks. Very upsetting. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's a sign Crimson Fly needs to come back, and that's gonna be your thing. You know, you're gonna make it a cartoon. stuff I was putting on anyway. Okay. Gotta keep moving forward, like that's true. Yeah, or do the video essays. Now, while I do not want to discourage you from doing video essays, I think I'd much, I don't know because I haven't seen a video essay from you, but I think I would much rather see the Crimson Fly, mostly because, there's merch and there's story and there's all kinds of stuff that you already have to pull from. There's already animations. If you decided, to really push, you could bring out a whole bunch of older stuff, spice it up just a little bit, and already have tons of content. And as we know, in this day and age, it's all about content. How much can you produce? I don't like this song. Never have. Maybe. The character I put in from, that's going to be Skip, the host of Skipping Talks thing. That's cool. Like, I like the character, and I already like the, you've got expressions and everything for him and stuff like that. It looks great. I'm not going, I doubt that the quality is going to be anything, but I'm just saying that Crimson Fly has already put in the work, But then again, nothing like trying something new, seeing what sticks. I mean, I'm back. I'm like, I want to be like, look, I'm doing ninjas. I'm always like, no, we need to save that. Nobody really wants it. Now I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna do this because I think it's gonna work. And that in the end, I think the thing that's really gonna sell is the thing that's gonna sell, or the thing that will make you happy doing a lot is what you want to do. If you're like, man, but I like it. It's like, that's why I'm doing it, because I like it. If you like it, that's great. But I'm doing it for me, right? Like, I want to do this. I have to do this. Whatever that is, that's what you should do. Nope. Yeah? You're gonna do both? Never mind. Oh, that's pretty darn straight. Oh man. Oops. Oof. That line does not want to work. Not bad, okay. That's your fallback content. Nah, you know me. I like to talk. You wish I blame for me. No one knows what I'm for. That's true. That is true. That's very true. Videos is definitely where it's at. You are absolutely correct. Just seems like those video blogs are just gonna be so like the video essay. It just seems like it's a lot of editing. I mean, I'm sitting on videos. You know, when we did the teach me somethings, you know, and I'm trying to make them as interesting as possible. So the editing has been a nightmare. But I'm getting closer and closer to wanting to release those, so, and maybe even start it back up with some other people. So I understand the want to do things, you know what I mean? So
I've come to tell you this show, which I cannot tell you what we now call it because it's inappropriate, is way better than Hype House.
oh, you found some. Well, I mean,
Oh, it's not good.
I was like, it's not necessarily hard to do much better than Hype House.
It's not good by any stretch or twist of that word. However, I don't regret this last half an hour.
Okay. Well, I heard you laughing, so.
At your son.
Oh, he's kind of funny.
Why did you follow me? Go away. Talk to your daddy. Love him.
What?
He's also your favorite.
Whoa, what is happening? What happened? What? I'm like, what's going on? So you came down and you won in the battle royale too.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot you're streaming.
I didn't.
It's like, yeah, well, I am. So, Miss Ebony is giving you love
Hi, Miss Ebony.
emojis.
I was busy watching teenage shows with teenagers. They're not good.
No, it's horrid. I'd rather watch Lele. That girl Lele.
What?
I'm not watching that with you. If that's the way you say it, I'm not watching it.
Okay, do you want to know the gist?
No,
of
I
it?
don't.
Okay,
No, I'm going
so-
to bed. Talk
Wow. I don't even know what's happening right now. That was amazing. See what I have to deal with? That's the craziness that goes on in my house. Do not like this section. Oh, now you've come to bother me?
Yeah, I'm on that way.
But you do not rig her. And
No, that show is terrible, and I actually don't really want to watch it anymore.
that's good, because I don't think your mother wants to watch it either.
Not because you're watching it tomorrow.
What?
And you get to watch it with us. You get to watch the game with us.
No, I don't.
Yes,
You want to know why?
yeah.
Because I'll be in school.
Why are you in school so late?
Because I have a night class.
When did you go?
8 p.m.
Oh. Well then.
It's been that way for like
I don't think
weeks. Yeah, I see you don't love me. It's alright. It's all good. Whatever.
Dude. Right? I looked up something. But apparently one of our coaches, like this soccer coach, did something really bad and he got fired. And we're
On the
in-
spot, yeah.
we're in the news.
I got the email and it was hazing a student. Because apparently they didn't do too good and they made them run the gauntlet. And you run through a tunnel and you get your butt kicked as you're running through it.
Oh.
So all the other students are supposed to hit you while you're running through the gauntlet.
Hey, put me in.
And I did put you in.
Thank you.
And so
Because we have news if we have new people looking around this field.
I know. I think it's the principal told us about it. Sent out an email.
And she did an announcement this morning.
Yep, and they're like the coaches who are involved no longer supporting the West Potomac. I was like, haha, that's what you get for being stupid. Hazing's bad. Shouldn't haze students because they didn't do as well as you wanted them to.
Because it's just high school, no one cares.
So, well, that is not fair. A lot of people do care. You might not care.
Okay, listen 1 second. Like,
How did I draw that wrong?
obviously it can be important for some people, but
Yep.
I feel like it's not, like, if you mess up one time, it's not that bad.
It shouldn't be that bad, but a lot of people take this way too seriously. Oh, that finger's fat. Oi. Die. Oh no, Doom has died. Mandala's making statements. All I'm saying is they got money. Got tons and tons of money. Thunder Keys has won. Hold on, I'll help you guys out in a minute. Why are you never on your computer? Okay. I mean, okay. Can't necessarily even fight you on that. Hydrate. I mean, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. I have to check the channel points and whatnot, because I think we're gonna have to do that whole the drawing thing, like getting you immortalized into the Ninja Empire, and we'll start one big gigantic jam page for everybody. Doonch, doon, doonch. Get this just a little bit more. That should do it. I wish we didn't. Dio's jam pages. The baseball, yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we did that once. I think that I think it was Griffin who laid out the page, and then everyone just kind of picked a pose and put in their, you know, whoever they wanted on there. And of course, you know, when you have a layout, it looks a lot better than just letting people just do whatever the heck they want. Because people may or may not know what they're doing. Especially when you're like, hey, it's an art college. And you're like, all right, cool. Oh, you guys don't know what the heck you're doing. Oh. Looking at a blank canvas and going, oh, I should add stuff here and not over there. You're like, yeah, you should. And like, oh, well, I didn't do that. It's like, no, you didn't. Yeah, makes sense. You know, the thing, what's funny, and that, you know, this is what my thesis was on for grad school, is that how, you know, so many people still look down on comics, even though if you actually look at it and then look at it from a historical art sense, the things that every comic artist has to kind of know, master, break the rules and all that kind of good stuff would make them a master in previous times. You know what I mean? And thus, it's really interesting when you're like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. You know? But to be like, you know, I have to know how to draw anatomy, I have to know how to draw vehicles, and then don't be the one who has to learn how to process, or not process, but like create new things. Like, oh, we're creating a world and stuff like that. Well, now you have to create stuff too, so you got to know all the mechanics of how things would work and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's why I was always like, I don't know, modern masters, you know, and not even in the sense of like, oh, we're modern masters as the fact of you guys exist in today's time, but no, we you know, there are people out there who are masters at this, and you should respect that, you know. You say they still haven't digitized my thesis. They shouldn't digitize my thesis. That was me once again bucking against the system. I mean, I was so not, because they were telling me things in the department that were just not true, and some people who got into power wanted certain things that was not established, right? And it's like, well, no, I don't have to do that because it doesn't say that, right? And because of me, so many people now are stuck doing what they want, what they said, because I made them put it in writing, because I bucked the system, right? I'm pretty sure you can't get away with an 8-page thesis anymore. Well, I mean, it sucks for someone who wants to write an 8-page thesis like I did. Because I didn't want to write a thesis. Well, no. What you have to understand about theses was that most people decide that they need to write books, and it's 80 pages, it's 110 pages for this thesis, because then they feel smart about themselves, right? And I will say that about anyone, is like, your thesis did not need to be that long. See, like, oh my goodness, Skip, you wrote 75 pages? Good Lord. Why would you write so much? Like, nah, I get it. Like, you are the foremost authority on what you were doing, right? So that only made sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had to make up most of the stuff. So you were literally laying down the groundwork for anyone else who would come up when they're like, "Oh, you're trying to do this, the animation comics." Well, there's an entire guidebook on how to do it that one of the alumni from SCAD wrote, right? That makes sense. My topic wasn't like, my topic was literally, are comics a waste of time? Right? Like, should we even be looking at this as a literary anything? And I didn't need 75 pages. I didn't need 45 pages to make my point, right? I think the harder struggle was to only keep it to 8 pages, right? Because I think it's easier to actually pad your work with examples and anecdotes and stuff like that. Like, that's the easy part. But being able to go, all right, I only have 8 pages to make my point. Can you do that? Right? And I think that was my strength, even if people look at it as I was just being lazy, which, let's be honest, in turn, I did not want to write a lot of stuff, because I was like, wait a minute, why am I writing this big old piece of paper, this report here, when I'm supposed to be doing art? Like, I'm in an art school, for crying out loud. My thesis should be my portfolio or a project that I was working on, not let me write about a gazillion different things. So I put a lot of effort into my show, which, by the way, they didn't want me to do either, because they said that sequential artists do comics, right? And they're like, so I needed to do a comic, and I was like, but I'm not a comic book. And at that time, I was not a comic book artist, right? Like, I had so much to learn. And so I was like, but if I was to only do comics, I would fail, like, miserably. So I'm not going to do that. And I held a gallery show, which fit directly into my thesis of, are comics a work, is it something like of a master's, should we want to deselect, sorry. Should we consider comics as high art, or is it just something that's a waste of time and for kids and stuff like that? And do we need to do this? And that was the biggest, that was my big thing, was I think that it's high art, you know, like we said about the modern masters and the idea of the modern masters. And so if that's the case, why in the world would I limit myself to doing an ash can when I actually had access to some of the most important galleries in all of downtown Savannah? Right? Like, that makes no sense to me. And so I fought them, and I had a gallery show. I had a gallery show in one of the most prominent galleries that SCAD had to offer. And then I booked mine a year in advance. So they were really confused as to what was going on. Because actually, I think I booked it almost right when I passed my mid-review, I booked my space. And they're like, whoa, you're really far out. And I'm like, uh-huh. And I'm like, well, which one do you want? And I was like, I want the paint. Was it the painting one? Photography? I forgot which one it was now. But it was like, I want this one. They're like, well, normally no one goes in there except me. I was like, is it off limits? Well, no. It's just nobody's ever gone in there. I'm like, well, I am. I will. It was a photography building. That's what it was. It was a photography building because it's right off of Broughton Street. So it had a big, nice display. It was right across from the theater and everything. And, you know, big gallery space and everything. And, you know, when I made mention that I was going to do it, someone who did their thesis before me, they did a gallery. They're like, oh, I'm going to do a gallery. But they had to do it at the SCAD building. Because, you know, it was like, not the SCAD, but the sequential building. Because, well, guess what? They weren't ready, right? They didn't put out in advance that they were going to do this show. And so they couldn't get a space like I did. So they had to do theirs in, you know, the sequential building. And I got to do mine in an awesome fine arts gallery. Which, like I said, was awesome because it fit directly into my my thesis. So, causing problems all the time. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Too much of the conversation about commercial art is focused around illustration rather than anything else that spins out of it. Yep, like, why I think you're crazy for giving all those tattoos you're gonna have to keep on model. I know, right? Don't get me wrong. I sense it. The tattoo thing, like, I sense it 100% because I'm like, I gotta keep drawing that again and again and again and again. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, and it's already started, right? Because I gotta keep looking at it because I don't have it committed to memory yet. Yeah, the minimum's 15 pages. See, they changed it because of me. Because I don't think anybody was like, I'm gonna do 5 pages or 8 pages. I don't think that crossed anybody's mind but mine. And I was like, I only have to do 8 pages. That's all I'm doing is 8 pages. Afterwards. Nothing. Yep. Yeah, they've changed the thesis requirement so you don't have to do that anymore. Yeah. See? So you can do a visual, just a paper, both, or work with someone else's. Really? Really? Okay, so that's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, you would think in an art school that they wouldn't be like, hey, you should write a paper. I mean, but I get it. If you're trying to do something more academic, right? I can see that. Like if you're trying to be like, I wrote the article on blah 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 blah, right? Then cool, write the article on blah 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 blah. But if I'm like, I don't want to do that. I think my time would be better served doing, you know, like a gallery show. Then you should do that. Right. Because see, when I was gonna do my doctorate, and you know, they make you start on your thesis, like they start you really early thinking about your thesis and whether you want to do quantitative or qualitative analytics and stuff like that. So you got to come up with a name and you got to come up with everything really fast, right? It made sense that I had to do, you know, I was going to do a paper and it was going to be boring. Why? Because it was about education, right? And that makes sense that in academia you got to write a paper, but not an art school, man. Come on. Yeah. Society. Really want to spend the time to make someone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I just think that everything should be. It should be an art project. I mean, if you're, you know, if you're doing your master's degree for art, then your thesis, you know, the thing that you're going to be judged on should be your art, and that's it. It only makes sense. Like, sign up for programming class. Better, and I dropped in the first second because I family grade. Yeah. Yeah. And see, and that's another thing, like, that gets me, I don't think that it's weird, because as an educator, you know, I probably shouldn't be thinking these things, but education, or at least the way the system is set up for us, right, is not for you to learn. You're not there to learn. They say that, but you know, like you said, you went in for a programming class, realized that, oh crap, I'm probably going to fail this class, and then you dropped it because you didn't want your GPA to suffer. Instead of going, all right, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but this is going to benefit me in the long run, so I'm going to, you know, I'm going to stick with it. Doesn't matter what happens, but I need to learn this stuff, right? But you can't do that, right? You can't just come in and be like, I busted my butt, and therefore, right, this is going to be good or it's going to be bad or whatever, but it doesn't matter because I'm learning. But no, it doesn't work that way, because if your GPA falls, then all of a sudden you lose your scholarship, you know, or if you get this failing grade, now it's $1 gazillion, and you're just like, dude, come on. Like, I was talking about this earlier today with a colleague of mine. I was like, you know, especially with art, it'd be great if we could go to the mentorship model that, you know, was beforehand, where it's like master apprentice type thing. Like, you have someone who knows exactly what they're doing, they're going to be awesome, right? And they've proven themselves by whatever it is that they're doing, right? And it's like, oh wow, you're amazing because you've done this, that, and the other thing. I want to learn your ways. And then, you know, they teach you by kind of like osmosis, almost like, hey, look, I got to work on this. If you were a painter, it'd be like, look, I need you to mix the paints. All right, right? It's gonna be boring stuff, but it's like, all right, I need to mix the paint. Why am I mixing the paint? Well, because of this, that, and the other thing. That's why we mix the paint. Oh, okay. You know, it's like, oh, okay, then let's do this, that, and the other thing. And then you learn, right? And as you learn and prove that you understand what the heck's going on, then it's like, hey, I need help with fill in the blank, or hey, I need help with this, or I need help with that. You know what I mean? It would be fantastic. Would love that. Let's see, what do we sign up for the, okay, well, they started up an animation program because students wanted it, not because there was actually a market for. Oh yeah, when I was there, the most piece of advice I gave was, once you graduate, you will need to leave to go to California. I remember giving advice like that. Art dojos would be cool. It would be, right? It would be. Has anyone asked you about mentoring them? Yes, I've actually mentored a couple people, and they get what they wanted, or they'd realize that if you're asking me for special help, I expect you to deliver, right? So it wasn't like, hey, I want to do this, and you're like, all right, cool, here's what I'm expecting from you, you know? This is the amount of art that I expect from you. And it's like, whoa, that's a lot. And it's like, yeah, well, if I'm supposed to dedicate my time to you to give you individual attention, right, then I expect you to actually want to do it. And most of the time they don't. Other times they do, right? And I've had mentees now who are at SCAD, right? Because that's where they really wanted to go. And I was like, look, if you can afford it, that's where you want to go, right? Because they have the connections. So, you know what I mean? Because it feels like I can't go if you want. So that's someone asking me for that. Yeah, it's a good school, and here's the thing: it's a good school for the reputation that they've built, right? And so now, since so many people who have started working in the industry have come from there, the industry now comes to them, right? So they can host an event and they'll have Lucasfilms show up, and it's like, oh wow, Lucasfilms is here, you know? And they're like, we're looking for this, and SCAD will be like, all right, everyone who's in animation, film, or whatever, they're looking for this, go for it, you know? And so that's what it's good for, because you can get the education from anyone who knows what they're doing, right? So it's not like you're getting something special in the sense of the education. I mean, because don't get me wrong, some people will teach it a different way, but the actual education is the same whether you go to SCAD, whether you go to AIW, or whatever, right? And that, you know, I'm like, so you go to SCAD because they have better facilities, right? It's like they have better facilities, they have way more connections, and a lot of their professors, and this is a big one because because of all their connections, they started hiring professors that are either, you know, as they should be, actively in the profession, or, you know, they just got off of something really, really huge, and that way it's like, hey, look at these people you're getting, you know, who you get to learn from. This was the character designer from, you know, Star Wars or something like that, or this was the illustrator from this video game, or fill in the blank. So the time that they've spent building their stuff, that's what, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, that's what makes them different. If I expand to, let's see, heck, with the tools on the internet, you do not need to go to school. And the motivation, discipline, or essay. Well, yeah, no. Well, the computer won't turn on. Did you turn on the Cintiq? How do I do that? Yeah, no, you're right. You're you're not wrong. And that's the funny part, you know. I'm just like, you don't get it. You know? When people yell at me, they're like, well, I could do this here. I'm like, you're right. You absolutely could. You don't need, I repeat, you don't need to go to school, which always pisses admissions off when I say that. All right? I'm like, you don't need to go to school to be an artist, right? That's the big thing. It's like, you don't need to go to school to become an artist. You just have to have a good portfolio to become an artist. And that's it. That's too much. Is that too much? That's too much. And so if you're like, I want to be an artist, but I don't want to go to school, there are plenty of other like online classes. And I saw stuff recently where it's like, hey, we've got this program. It's, 100 days drawing instruction type deal, right? Like, you're not going to get a certificate or anything. But if your goal is to be an artist, like if that's your goal, then you don't need a degree, because the only thing that a degree is going to do is allow you to teach. And that's only if you got a master's degree, or if you're like, I'm going to go teach in some of these smaller schools or whatnot, then you can use a bachelor's and be fine. But generally speaking, your degree means diddly squat. Diddly squat. Look at that. Woohoo! Inks are done. And we still got like 45 minutes to go. I can follow instructions. It's true. Um, 37. I am very smart. Yes. Oh, I can think for myself, doctorate. I am very smart. Yes. So break me out. No break. I'm mad that it won't. Why? Oh, that's because I'm loading 37. I need 36. That's why. I was like, why is it not working? Okay. Get rid of my colors. The texture's supposed to be in there. Oh wait, close that. There we go. So now I can get my colors. Wait, did I tone everything? I think I toned everything down with that one, so that's not gonna really work. So I guess we're gonna have to go with this one instead. Those are not. Oh, wait, we need to close that so I can see what in the world. There we go. Break. You said break. I'm just gonna break. What is this break you speak of? We're just gonna power on through it. Is that the color? Man, the color's dark. Man. On this white paper. What's funny is when you do just white, right, and you're coloring everything in, all of a sudden it's like, man, that color's dark. And then once you get all the other colors in, it's like, oh, I guess it's not really that dark. It's just the fact that it's bright. It's up against bright white. Alright, half the stuff I self-taught myself on my, yeah, right. To the point where I was a professor while I was learning myself. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, the thing is that, oh wait, I have tears somewhere. Where are my tears? And I was like, wait a minute, I have tears somewhere. Those seem really dark. It's gonna open up all my pages, I guess. I see, I thought so. Oh wait, no, he would be in the cave. He's gonna be in a cave. We need the dark tears. And I just remembered he's in the cave here. If he's in the cave, that means we need the darker color. Because he's in the cave, right? Door refresh so you can come back even stronger than before. Let's see, so we completely forgot about. See, that's the weird thing that. Whoops! No, what? No. Okay. The funny part about not having the pages like right next to each other is that you get to forget things like, oh wait, this panel, they're actually in. You know, oh, and I even forgot. Like, cleanup. I didn't even clean up the lines. I just went right into it. That's when you know you're eager, when you're like, I'm not even going to clean up any of the lines. I'm just going to keep going. Which means that there'll be cleanup as we go along. But not having the pages, like, open in other places, you start forgetting the story. Like, oh, wait, he's in a cave here. It'll be alright. I could. I very well could, but I actually just forgot the story for a moment. I was like, oh, we're going to do the light color because he's in the light, but that's going to be for the main, right? The main spot. Main panel, I mean. That's where it's going to be lighter because he'll be in the sun, right? With this one, he's actually in the dark. So, since he's in the dark, wait, did I do that one wrong? Sure did. I want to make it look like he's super crying. He's super crying at this point. Dead. Yeah. Super dead. Super dead. Ty, you do know what time it is, right? What are you working on? You're working on Africa. Oh, your quizzy thing?
Yeah.
It's hard to send you away when you're, trying to be smart. You'd be like, I'm gonna learn all the things. I'm sorry. Oh, fun.
Same.
I'm sorry that's what you're learning about.
And then next year I have to take government.
You have to?
Yeah. Because they already were supposed to take U.S. history, but I already have the credit for that, so I have to go take government with the seniors.
Nice. Oh, and they're not worried about that? I thought they were worried at some point about stupid stuff like, oh, well, when you're not with your age group thing.
Okay, so history is the history one is awesome. I want to go U.S. history, so yeah. And okay, and apparently I don't have the credit for World History 1, like his freshman year. Even though I did do it, it's just like one has to opt it out. Like, there's no
Okay.
And so, would you mind? So I have to talk to your sister, but we can eventually take this class like freshman year because there's something that would be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing that you'd have to
But-
take this
and-
class in.
and so I'm like, so you want me to take it senior year? That's less embarrassing.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
at least then I'm only a year behind. Like,
Then they all look at you as like, oh, you're that person who kept failing, aren't you?
Oh, thank you.
That school is weird. Hopefully you'll get some sleep today.
I should.
You sound tired.
I am tired.
Well then.
I was tired yesterday too, but I was in
Ah. Good night. See ya. How much time we got? 40 minutes left. I wonder if I can get all the flats in today. That would be great. Should be able to. 40 minutes, you think I can do it? At least get all the flats in? So Mikey, I don't know if you're still there, but how's as we were talking a ton about school, how's the school system in Europe? I mean in Italy, if you're still there. Like I know about Germany, right? I know what that looks like, but I don't know what it would be like in Italy. All right, dark colors. Yeah. Shush your face. Oh, goodness. All right, which do we want to? Let's see. He's dark. Do we want to go? Which one do we want to do? Probably this one. Probably that color. I want to say nah. You just to see if you get fired up to prove me wrong. It's like, oh. What is no multiply? You are on normal. And you are on multiply. There we go. Well, see, here's the funny part. With this, don't really need the super, like the typical, oh, I'm gonna say crazy stuff to him so that he'll want to do better. It's like, I don't need that. Which is hilarious. Is that the same one? Put that here. Right? Bam! See, everything changes. Right? All the colors change when we throw that on there. Look at that texture. Alright, now I need to look at, no, not that. I need to look at my reference. Empire book. Reference, see what houses look like. What kind of colors do we want to make the house? You make it white, gray. The temple. Black, white. These are all temples. My ice stuff. Some form of brownish, some reddish brown. Looks like reddish brown with some tints. Okay. Which means when we come here, let me drop that down a little bit. All right. Not on that one. Maybe on this one. And I think that's too dark or too light, so drop that down like so. What do you think? I think that's to, well, maybe. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't want it to be too much. Too much. Because we still need it to stick out a little bit, I think. This is the hardest part, right? Coming in and going, all right. Just trying to make the colors work. Figure out what needs to go where. But you know, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Running down the stairs. Hi. I am indeed. I was like, I am. But it's a quiet Wednesday, and we're getting close to the end of the stream, so everyone's kind of not well. Well, we had people piecing out beforehand, but it's just it was cool. Now it's quiet, right? People are less talkative, which happens. But those who are waiting to see whether or not I can get all the flats in of this piece, they're sticking around. They're like, you said you were gonna finish. Let's see if you're gonna finish.
I'm just gonna watch the clock, my guy.
Yep, and it's like, you've got 4 minutes.
Man, that's the type of pressure I get. Ooh. Hey, you got 3 minutes left. No, wait, stop counting down. 2 go. Don't type back or don't type back. Just do it.
We've already got the frame in there. Like we're cooking with grease, as they say. Oh, I mean, I gotta do all that. Like a half an hour. I'm just putting in flats. That's all that needs to be in there is flats. So it's not, the pressure is on, but you know. What color should I make the awning? Skip, you seem to be the only one who's still awake with me. What color should we make the awning? Or maybe Mikey's still there too. I don't know. Mikey leave? Mikey may have left. It is kind of early.
Starting might be a luckiest good if you got both of these in one pack.
He got both of those in the trainer pack that he got.
You might be a luckiest kid. I was just watching a video on this one and it being so let's look at the value. It's new. How is it already $110? So I was like, oh, and when I saw this, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, and what's funny is he recorded the video and it was just like, yeah, so I got this. That's cool. I'm glad. I mean, it was so like so nonchalant. My brain says red. Yeah, he was just kind of like, oh, you know, so this happened. Yeah, and you're like, okay.
I really watched him do a pack opening for Pokemon the other day just because he's been playing Pokemon games, but the way he's been doing it's like, I open this pack and that's my team for the gym. Every card I lose though I have to rip, and he's like,
Oh,
yeah, and I was like, ooh.
green tea color ribbons. The little girls one. Well, they're red. So her ribbons are red. Because that's the same ribbon that he puts in his hair. When he's in full ninja garb. Here, let me show you what he looks like. So this is the main character, right? And so the ribbon that ties his hair back is the same ribbon that she had in her hair, and she gets dead. But I do like the idea of teal.
Teal's always such a nice color.
But I'm trying to still gotta make, like, I like the idea of maybe, ooh, no, that has to be, we'll make that the typical like off-white color, like the little this thing right here be the off-white color, because, you know, there we go, that's what we're talking about right there. But I do like this teal color, right? You said red or burgundy to match the texture. Yeah. Let's see if we can't pull this off. Yeah. You know, let's see if we can pull the teal off. Oh, come on. Gotta keep putting it on the right layer, though. That is kind of important. Yeah. Well, it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, digital and traditional, and I'm like, look, I'm a traditional person through and through, right? Like I want to do, that's what I want to do, right? It's traditional all day, every day. But you cannot deny how awesome it is to be like, oh, I screwed that up. Oh well, it's just on a layer, and you just kind of skip over and be like, ha ha ha, done and done. You know, that is kind of important. See, I think that's too, I think that color might be too much, like too strong, so we're gonna actually tone it down.
The problems of being a digital artist, and one of the ones that kills me is like, what is that on? Which layer is that?
Which layer is it on? Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I could not, I'd go crazy every time. This is what Shield and Sword felt that for me. Sword word and shield word.
Okay.
Characters for shield dog and sword word.
No. It's like, no. What if it would?
Right, I'm looking into the screen. I can see you.
Okay.
I don't know how it goes because I'm typing the chat. I hate it. So bad.
See, we'll go ahead and put like the complementary color. Dang it, if you don't get onto multiply, I swear. But we kind of throw the complementary color of the teal in there in the like the rice paper, right? The thing in the background. Right, so something like that. And then we could bring up the intensity a little bit as we come forward. Right, we'll just bring it up just a little bit. Right, so that brings that up forward. Right? See? You see the difference right here? Just a little bit. This one's lighter than the other. Oops. T minus 25. Ah, the pressure. Especially considering that I have zero clue as to what color to color them. Although I think that we'll bring in some of this teal color. All right, should we, what if we did, no, one, nope. No, what if we did this, selected these, and made it that color? Takes all the fun out of playing online basketball. He plays like he's playing for money. If we drop that just a little bit. See, I really like to bring, oh no, what the heck? What? Look at that, why is that over there? Why? What? This is why we don't like digital. How in the world, right? And it's like, hey, guess what? We just karate chop this ear real quick. So odd. No, it would be right in there. So it's there, right? Right there. It's so weird. I was like, wow, didn't you just start? I'm like, I hate it here. Alright, so look, okay, so we fixed his ear. We're gonna save. Like, what the heck? I guess anything, and I see him online. I'm going incognito. Ah. All right, let's see. We need, because we want to try and get some right colors, we're gonna go kimono. Let's see what it says. Not shopping. Care less about the shopping. I'm going to images. What kind of kimono do we want to do? Pink. We'll do a pink and purple. this. That is not the right one. Come here. Woo, that is bright. Blue, gold, pink, purple. I think you can do blue. It's like I like the pink and purple, right? Like I'm looking at one right now. I like the pink purple, so we're definitely gonna go pink purple. Wintering kills are the worst. Yep. That's why I can't play those card games anymore. It's like, oh look, I won. Like, what? It just started. Yep, and it's over. Like, that's not fun. That's all there's to that. I'm like, that's not fun. Play one card and got exploded. Yep. You're good. You're up really. I know. Up really late or up really early. Like, it's one of those two. Like, you're up hella late, or is it very early? Might need to do a different color for that, though. Tie those in like so. That. Come in with this color. Ground that out like so. Should have been on the bottom. Fuchsia. Sun's about to shine. Pink corner should be on the daughter, and it should be fuchsia. Really? Think so? Hold on. A dark purple. All right. Oops. Let's go. It would not blend with the blood as well. Is okay. We're gonna try it, right? We're gonna see what happens. Because it's purple, but we need to do. The only problem is that she has to have this. Yay, happy colors before they die. I might even find a design that I slap on there as a final finish, right? So, like I said, or create a some type of pattern to put on here. But we'll see if this is enough once it's all said and done. So do you think that works? Can she have red hairband like that? Is a pink kimono? Just remember what I used. I won't have to. Why? Because the computer's there. Yeah, I think it works. Okay. There we go. His arm. Okay. And then you said give her naps. Okay, and then we said that we wanted fuchsia. That is a color. It's like this. Like that. That color. Or a little bit darker. Like that. Like that. Come on, Miss Ebony, you can't leave me hanging. Is this the color you were talking about? Like that one? Not that bright? Which one? This one? Or the dark one? The dark one? Okay. Yes, yes, the dark one. Okay. Oh, Skip. Coming in at the end for the win. Not even rigged this time. You get all the love, man. Not from me. It's not rigged for me. I didn't know the dual electricity. You need to pay for the last 20 minutes. Oh. So we could do fuchsia and pink, right? I like the way that's looking. Too late to be rigged. I don't know about that. Nope, nope. Concentration. Got like 3 minutes left. It's like, you can do it. It's like, nobody talk. You might make it. Do we make it white? Do we make it white? What's his outfit? I'm like, what's his outfit? What does he look like? White and a black top. Back. What's up, Monolith? Ivory, yeah. And I was just trying to give it a nice little bluish tint, kind of push him back into the background. Time's up. No! No! So close. It's like, but Miss Ebony, look at how close we are to finishing these flats. Do it anyway. I know, I'm like, I'm so close. It's like, don't deny me. You can make it easier for future Kaiser. Put it in like so, like that. Okay. Fill this in with darkness, like so. That. Now the question is, do we keep the top? Like, what do you do with the top? Do we make it dark? Do we not make it dark? Do we make it white? Does he wear all white? That's the question. I think we're gonna make it dark, but I'm gonna fill this in real quick. Oh, it probably should be a little bit darker. There we go. Not much darker, but it's darker. There we go. It's your stream. Finish up. Why, thank you. Or do we give him black? Nah, this will work. I was like, do we give him black pants? But no. This way it resembles, right? Like, it resembles the outfit that's coming. So. Didn't then just sign off. Yep, it's coming soon. But we're really close to finishing the flats, which is what the goal was for today. Like, we finished inking, and then we put the flats in, right? And literally have little to do. So we're gonna touch it up, we're gonna finish it, and we're gonna call it a night. here. Make this. Do we do that and then make this red? What about her nose? Oh, yeah. Like, what is by her nose? I'm like, oh, that, yeah, I got it. I don't think I like the way that looks. So, I'm gonna change this. Make this red. Then, to tie everything in, we'll make the belt red. Belt red. That way it'll tie everything together. Right? Red, 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 red. Bam. I won. Turn around last minute. Nice. What do you think? Or should we turn... Ooh. Do that. Oops. Right, so we turn... So we turn it that way, that, and then we come in and we make this white. Oh man, I missed doing all my color comps where I could figure this stuff out beforehand. Or do, no. I don't like that at all. I think that's better. But sadly, I feel like that white needs to be or do we just come in and say screw it and fill this in? Because I mean, it was meant to be a black belt anyway, right? But by making his outfit dark, or do we just do that? What do you think? Do we just color it in black? Do we make it white? Or do we make it red? I think the black's gonna work the best. Black. Walk away. I cannot. I must know it. That's not the answer I was looking for, but I think I like white because he's in a happy place. For the belt, really? No, like I like the white pants, but just for the belt. Like, because he's in a happy place. Yeah, no, I'm keeping it white, like the white pants, for sure. But I'm going just the belt. Because, I mean, this is the look that I'm going to go for, because it resembles what he turned, you know, what eventually he turns into. So it's kind of like, this is who this person always was, you know, but stuff changes, right? But not, like, people change, things change, but not all the way. So I wanted to keep it similar, but I'm just going this belt. Right? Because I got red. You like the white? You think the belt, should the belt be white? Black. So that's what we're doing. Once we make that distinction, would harmonize, the red would harmonize it better. And break up the shirt and sash. It does lead us from one to the other. Because, like, the black is like, it's a safe, right? I'm like, it's safe. But I think you're right. I think the red does need to be there. Because he's got just a little bit of turn. Yeah. Okay. Red it is. It's like, red it is. Alright. So, there you go. With questions and changing the kimonos of people, we were only 10 minutes after our goal, which I think is pretty good. So, heck yeah, we're almost there. Feeling it. I think I'm gonna put some design on the little girl's kimono, since we have a design element for the mom. And yeah, so oh no, we're gonna have to fix that. But anyway, thank you guys so very, very much. It has been absolutely amazing today. The loudest quiet Sunday or Wednesday I think we've had in a while. So, you know what I mean? Thank you very much for everything you guys done. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for getting Goro stuck with all the hype. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna keep working on this. And yeah, we're gonna keep trucking along, because this is gonna happen. It's coming out this year. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, so thank you guys so very much. Remember, always remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. All right, I think we've deserved to go to bed, right? We're not gonna stream, we're just gonna go to bed. So thank you guys again, and I will see you on the Sunday.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.